Hey everyone, Coffee and Colouring here and welcome back to another video. So in today's video I am doing a book haul and I am so excited. So I was doing pretty good with my spending and purchasing of books, but this book haul is actually books that I got in October, in March and April, which is this month. It's April 30th when I am filming this video. And I did order a bunch more books for May as well. Literally last night I was up till I was up way later than this, but I was awake and browsing on my Amazon wish list around 3 a.m. I think. And I don't know, I always end up doing a lot of spending when it's like 3 a.m. and I just go, nah, I'm gonna get books that I've wanted for ages, or like ones I really want. I'm just gonna buy a bunch of them, not worry about money and just get them. So yeah, because it has been a while and I've been very good for the months leading up to the move and even while being here. So yeah, I am going to do this in order of those months. So I'll show you October first. And then it skips to March because I didn't get books in between October and March. So yeah, in total, I'll say for each. So October I accumulated 2 books, March I only got 4, and April I got 13. But I actually ordered 15, but 2 won't arrive till May, so that will be in a May book haul. So yes, look forward to that. It's been a very long time since I filmed a colouring book haul, and I love them. I love watching them. These and completed page videos are my favorites to watch. The completing pages for like inspiration and stuff, and then these books, you find a lot of new books to add to your wish list and get to look at a lot of artwork, and it's just relaxing watching them. They're so fun. So I'm just going to get straight into it. So let's start with October. I of course got the 50 Halloween miniatures by Camelia Angelkova. I got this as soon as I saw it was released. It was a while ago now, so I don't know if it just popped up on Amazon as a suggestion or if I saw it on someone's video. This one, I'm sure many of you have seen it by now, but it's one of her ones. I think it started the black backgrounds, like one of the first ones of her books to just be completely black background. And yeah, they're just really nice, simple images, not intimidating at all to colour because of the black backgrounds too, so you know you'll be able to finish them quite quickly. Just beautiful work. I adore Camelia's work, and pretty much every book I have to get in her miniature series in this style. I actually have 2 of her older books. I won't say which ones, but 2 that have been on my wish list forever. And those 2 I purchased last night to complete my collection. One of them I'm really excited to colour in and to own. So yeah, that is 50 Halloween Miniatures by Camelia Angelkova. And the other book I got in October was my Scooby-Doo Lines, Dots, Spirals and Waves book. This was a blind buy. I just was looking at, I think, spiral colouring books and stuff like that. And this popped up, and I love Scooby-Doo. It's my childhood. I love the live action movies as well as the cartoons and the original cartoons. So yeah, and if I have any completed pages in these books I will show you guys. So there's this one also is by the Lines and Spiral books usually don't have the artist like on the paper, so I always forget and I didn't write it down, but if you search Scooby-Doo Spirals coloring book or something like that, it should come up. So yeah, I apologize for that. So it just has what it says, and because they're like cartoon characters, they have really thick outlines. So I did this one, which is Scooby, Shaggy. He was the first one I did in here because I could tell it was Shaggy, and I'm like, I wanted to start with him, and because it's a lined one I wanted to start with the lines because they're my favorites. So look how thick the outline is. I really love it because you can just really see the image and it's very clear. I love it. And then we have Fred. So if you guys were wondering what I use Sharpie Ultra Fine point permanent markers to do these images. And yeah, I'm excited to do more, but I really want to try finish my Vampire Diaries book, but I've gotten really into this one, so I don't know if that's gonna happen anytime soon. But yeah, there's this book. So those were the only 2 books I got in October, which I was very proud of myself because that was the first time I, you know, had a break from purchasing new books and just telling myself, even if they were new and I wanted to just buy them to do a flip through for you guys, I was like, no, just wait it out and color in more books and try not buy some until you color in more. Even color by number books, I want to try finish certain ones by certain artists and then buy another of their books. But yeah, this month, April, and for May, I did get a lot. So, but I'm very happy. I'm a very happy girl. So March, I got 4 books, and the first one is 50 Christmas Miniatures by Camelia Angel Kova. So this one again just popped up. It was an instant buy. Love her work, love this series. She has a winter one because she has her season series. But yeah, this one was completely dedicated to Christmas. So I love that. Very, very cute images. A lot of you would have seen this. All of these books, there are flip throughs on my channel if you're interested in seeing a full flip through. Even ones that I know are popular and a lot of people have seen. It's kind of for my own benefit now when I post flip throughs, because it helps me keep track of how many books I actually own because of my playlist. And also for those of you, some people have favorites they like to watch. I doubt I am, but if I was anyone's favorite person to watch flip throughs, because I kind of like them to be straight to the point, just flip through the book and be done within a minute or so, as quickly as I kind of can, so you can absorb the images and decide if you want to buy it or not. Because sometimes when I'm browsing on Amazon, I just want to watch a quick flip and then be like, yep, I'm definitely getting it, adding it to my cart. I don't want to like wait. But I also find it very relaxing watching people's videos where they talk through it and flip through and talk about the pages and that. So I don't know, my book hauls are kind of me talking through them. But yeah, that's that one. The second book I got in March was Little Monsters by Polly Jenkins. This one was, I nearly said a blind buy, but I wasn't. I think I saw this for the first time on Nikki in Niagara's channel. Very cute, simple images, and I just had to get it. It was on my wish list for a while after I saw it in one of her videos. Just very nice, thick outlines. Very cute monsters, like it. Very, very cute. And I just want to do some marker work on these. So I've only done one so far, which is this guy, which I did just take inspiration from the cover because I just wanted to dive in and not think of colors. So I did this guy. I believe it was in my Oleep brush markers because I was using them for one of the first times. But yeah, this book is very fun for some easy, stress-free coloring. Very cute. So that is that one. Very happy with that. Next, the third book is the Scooby-Doo Ultimate Coloring Book by Scholastic. I'm not sure. I think this, yeah, this, because it's by Scholastic, it's an official Scooby-Doo book, so it has the credits here to Hanna-Barbera. So yeah, I love Scooby-Doo, like I said, and I used to have a Scooby-Doo coloring book when I was younger, so I love this page. So yeah, I actually bought this book for my sister as well, because she's gotten into colouring a bit now because she's been supporting me, and we used to colour when we were younger, and we used to actually own the exact same Scooby-Doo book, not this one, but like another one. We both had the same copy and would colour in that and show each other, and we had some Disney ones that we would colour and colour the same pages and then show each other. Obviously there's a term now which is buddy colour, which I love, and she thinks buddy colours are amazing, like how we do them here and like get them sent through and show each other and stuff, because you know I kind of tell her what's going on with the colouring community. And yeah, she's very interested, and yeah, I got this for her so we can do some buddy colours, and she's getting into her colouring now, so I'm very, very excited about that. Hopefully soon in some upcoming videos you will see some pages that her and I have completed. But yeah, so all of these books I have got from Amazon. So yeah, all my books are always from Amazon. This one, I believe in Australia you can buy the Ultimate series, you know, from a local Big W, probably Kmart. If I don't even know if Target's still around, but if there was a Target, so that's where you can get these from. But yeah, I actually found this one on Amazon because they're on there as well for really cheap. They're like $4, which is really cheap. So that's that one. And then the final book I was so excited to get, my final book for March, is The Mystery Colors Christmas by Joe Bartos. I love Joe Bartos. I have his book with the clownfish on it, and the Christmas one. This is the first one because he actually has a new one, I believe. Or maybe it wasn't Joe Bartos, but there's a Mystery Colors one and it's a recent Christmas one, but I wanted to get this original one. So look away if you do not want to look at the solutions, and I'll tell you when to look back. So love these images in here. I love how they look when they're finished. Such a relaxing coloring book. And yeah, that's all the images. So pretty. Okay, those of you who are looking away can look back. So yeah, this is what they look like. They just have the colors down here, at the front here. So I do believe it is the same in all of the books, the colors. But yeah, I'm excited to work in this one. Even if it's not December, I am working in this one eventually. So yeah, that's all the colouring books I got for March, and now other colouring books I received in April. So I actually ordered these in April, and yeah, received them pretty close, like a big chunk of them. There was a couple I got within the next day, and then the rest I received like a week later or something. And I do have Amazon Prime, which is really great if you order a lot off there, because I don't know even what would the shipping cost would be, but I think roughly all of these that I'm going to show you would have cost $40 for just shipping, or $50, but I got free delivery for all of them because I got Amazon Prime. So yeah, you save a lot of money. I mean, that's worth some more books, that shipping costs. So yeah, so let's get into it. So I got 13 books in April. Like I said, there's 2 I got, but they won't arrive till next month, so I'll put that with my May video. And the May books I ordered was only last night, and there's a massive chunk that are coming in a couple days, a few days, so I'm very excited. So Spooklets Volume 1 by Carla Magana, or Magana. I'm not too sure how to say it. I kind of just go with Magana because that's the first way I heard it pronounced, but I'm sorry if that's wrong. These books just scream Kate's Colouring Haven to me, because she was the one that got me into these books and introduced me. But now I see so many beautiful works in these by so many different colorists here, and this one has been on my list since Kate introduced me to them. yeah, I did buy the Spooky Sweets one not long ago, and Spooky Sweets and this volume 1 Spooklets one was some of my favorites out of her books. She has a lot of new ones I've added to my wish list. I have yet to color in any of her books yet, but I'm excited. It looks like a fun time when people color in these. So very nice art style, very unique, love it. So that is that book. Next is Tattoo Darlings, an Inky Girls coloring book by Hannah Lynn. Sure, a lot of you have seen this. This was one of the first books by Hannah Lynn that caught my eye way back years ago. It's been on my wish list for a very long time. Yeah, this month I kind of just bought a bunch of books that I wanted to get that have been there for a while, and also some new ones. But yeah, I love Hannah Lynn. I used to not be into Hannah Lynn's art. Like, I loved her style, it just wasn't something I would personally color. This is way back. And then I would see so many beautiful completed pages in her different books, and then I loved it. Like, I always loved the art, but I just didn't see myself coloring in it, because, you know, we all have our preferences for what pages we want to color. But this was one of those books when you see the pages colored from other colorists, it changes your mind, and then you just, like, I can't even remember, like, barely that I used to think that about Hannah Lynn's work, and that it wasn't for me at the time. But now it's like, I love it, I adore her work, and would adore coloring these images. So I only have this one and Enchanted Faces so far, but this is my first biggest sized one, because I have the pocket size Enchanted Faces. So yeah, I really want to colour in one of Hannah Lynn's books. Next, I got Shades of Kawaii Volume 2 by Miss Wah. I do have Volume 1. I've only done one picture in it, and I told myself I'll do more and then get these books, but I just wanted to complete my collection. Sneak peek, I did order number 3, and that's one of the books that are coming next month. I just want to complete my collection. I do have this little fear with coloring books. I like my covers to match, and I know they probably wouldn't, but I get scared that they're gonna make new cover art and then it won't match the previous books that I have from the artists. Like, you know, the French coloring books, they're changing the covers now, and even though they look beautiful, I'm kind of fussy. Like, I like everything to match and be the original covers if I have them, or be all the new versions, like one or the other. I don't really like it mixed. But even though I knew these probably weren't going to change, I just thought, no, I'm just going to get them. Like, I love her work anyways. So they're just these very doodly, thick outlined images. Very fun. These doodly books are kind of like mandalas, like what mandalas are to a lot of you guys that love mandalas. That's what these books are for me, because I'm not the biggest fan of mandalas. I love seeing people's colorings of them, but I just feel like I wouldn't enjoy coloring them myself. But I am slowly getting converted. I feel like I actually have the 2 inverted mandala books on my wish list, because I love how those look when they're finished, especially with vibrant colors. And then I have the Rose Windows book. I believe it's Creative Haven, because I love the grayscale look on that mandala book. So I think that will introduce me more to the mandala world. Who knows? I feel like I could be converted, because I really disliked them for a long time till now, but just seeing all of the wonderful works people do and using them to test colors and stuff, I feel like that's a really good idea. So who knows? So yeah, that is that book. Next is Creepers and Haunts by White Stag. So the next couple books are White Stag. This is a pocket size coloring book. I have the other one by White Stag, that's a pocket size coloring book. White Stag, I love her art so much. I follow her on Instagram too. I love seeing her drawings. This one's very simple, like simplified, like there's just the image and no background, because it's her smaller size book. White Stag's books are pretty expensive for the, you know, being from Amazon and the thinner paper, and usually they're kind of thin, like there's not a super huge chunk of images, but I usually wait till I see them get discounted or a sale, and then that's when I go in. I don't even care if I'm having a no buy, I will just buy them because I want all of White Stag's books. One of the first artists' books that I got into when I started coloring. I just love the creepy vibe, and they're cutesy as well and gloomy. I love it. So that's that one, which does feel a little thicker than her other pocket-sized book. So I think there is more images in that. Next, one that was on sale was a fairy coloring book for adults and odd children, which is volume number 4. Yeah, this one, I think a lot of the books by White Stag are rather, well, for like Amazon Australia, they are $15 to probably $26 or $28 each. But I think I got this, and I got the pocket size one for $14. I think I got this around $10 to $12, and same with the next big sized one. That's why I got them, because it was the cheapest that I've seen them. Because I just could not, I really want these books, but it's like, if I know I can get them cheaper, I don't really want to pay $26. So that's kind of what's going on with these books and me purchasing them. I wish I could just buy the whole chunk of them and complete my collection, but it's just too expensive. So that's this book, very cute, one of her earlier books. Then we have Misfits, a gothic fantasy coloring book for adults and creepy children, which is volume number 9. Love this one. I remember when this one was a new release. And yeah, it's got a lot more details on some of the images. There is a border. My copy, I believe this is just a misprint for me. The border, see how it's like diagonal, the whole image, and it's on every single image. See how it's not like straight, it's just like diagonal and kind of tilted. But I mean, kind of bothers me, it does, but I would rather that than having, like, you know, a line through my image or not having all the images. And also it would really bug me if the border was actually cut off, but you know, it's still got the whole image in the border, so yeah, I don't mind. Just gorgeous images. Now White Stag always has, you know, the book and then like the title of her images, which I love. So yeah, that is that book. So the next book I have, I've wanted this one for such a long time. When, I mean, people are still into this book, don't get me wrong, but when it first really blew up, the Fairy and Fantasy Grayscale books by Christine Caron. So I decided, I got both on my wish list and number 3, but I decided to get Fairy and Fantasy 2, because I just felt like I would color more of the images in it. And it's really cool because on the back she has all of her books, so there's the line art versions and then the grayscale versions, and it's all actually in color, which is cool. I haven't seen that before. I have her character one on my wish list as well. So yeah, these are beautiful. I think it's what I would describe as the perfect grayscale. Like, when I want a grayscale coloring book, this is the lightness and way I would want it presented. Like, I just absolutely love the grayscale and the line work for these images. cute. Actually, I'll show you one of my favorites in here. It is that one. I've seen so many beautiful works done on this page, and I really, really love it. So yeah, I plan on doing an alcohol marker base in this book and then shading with Prismacolor pencils. This will be my first time really trying to shade grayscale. So yeah, I'm really excited for that. Beautiful book. The next book here was a blind buy. It is the Monster for Kids coloring book. So it's ages 4 and 8 to 8. It is by Happy Koala Publishing. When I saw that, I'm like, Sarah from Chronic Colouring Down Under would just love that company. That's so cute. Yeah, this was a blind buy. I saw the cover, and then when I looked and clicked the book, it did just have these 2 sample images for me to look at, and I did like the style, so I'm like, I'm gonna go for it. Very happy I did. Also, there's the cute little koala for you, Sarah. So yeah, I'm very happy with this purchase. It's a nice simple one. I could see myself using alcohol markers and maybe doing some images with shading as well with Prismacolors. But yeah, very, very fun little monster book. Thick outlines, simple. I like how they incorporate the backgrounds like this, where it's not like a full whole page background, it's just, you know, around the characters. So yeah, that is that book. Really, really happy with that blind buy. Sometimes they can be a hit or a miss. I've only been disappointed, I think, 3 times with a blind buy, but yeah, usually it's pretty good, because you can see if it looks like a, you know, stolen images and stuff like that, you're not going to buy that. Or the ones that don't show any sample images at all, usually, you know, if it just shows the back cover of the book and just no sample images, it's a really cheaply, poorly made book. Well, yeah, that's what I go off anyway. So next is Creepy Time by Hipster Lounge Colouring. So this has been on my wish list when I first seen it pop up as a new book. It says stress relieving for adult relaxation. These were the sample images I saw, these 2. And yeah, so this was pretty much a blind buy. It was a new one. I love my horror books. Saw the sample images were like simple, fun ones. So yeah, I do like this book. I just think there are some images like this, and ready for the next one, that, which I think are kind of horrible. Like, there's so much paper, there's, you know, so much you could have put and done with this page, and this is all that's on there. Same with this one. But these ones, even though that's simple, I do like that. Even this little coffin, I like that. Yeah, I like these pages. Like, that's just a, yeah, let's not talk about that. But yeah, I do still like it. I just think this won't be for a lot of you, because I think it cost me around $13-ish, maybe $11, which isn't too pricey, but for, you know, getting some really small images, maybe it's not for everyone. But yeah, I like it. So the next book I have is actually Happy Mail, which is crazy to say. I've never ever received Happy Mail. I do not expect Happy Mail from any of you guys. This one was such a shock and surprise. I do, on all of my videos, put my Amazon wish list, but I do that for the purpose of you guys seeing what I'm into and what you could find new books. You can just see what I've added recently and stuff, because I personally love looking at people's wish lists for that reason. So that's why I do link my wish list in the description. of course, I would love if I do receive happy mail. I do want to send out more happy mail myself, to be honest. But yeah, this was just amazing. So the lovely Sonia from Sonia's Mixed Media sent me a coloring book. So she DM'd me on Instagram and let me know that she had sent me something, and my settings have it where it would be a surprise, so I don't know what the book's going to be till it arrives, and I was so excited waiting for it. I thank Sonia so much, and thank you so much again, Sonia. I still cannot believe it. You are one of the kindest people, and I just really appreciate it. I did not expect it at all. Wow, like, thank you so much. I'm lost for words. I'm so happy I received it, but I'm also just like, oh, I feel bad like you got me something. But of course that's your choice, and I really appreciate it. So the book that Sonia got me was Creepy Chibi by Coco Wyo, and I added this straight away to my wish list when I first seen it. So Sonia has this book as well, and we do plan to buddy color in it. Thank you so much, Sonia. When I opened it, I was like, oh my god, I love this book. Like, you chose a good one. I cannot stop smiling right now even, and I just really can't believe it. I actually, not to get sappy or anything, I did get kind of emotional when I opened this, because I'm getting kind of emotional now, sorry guys. But I just can't believe that, like, it's such a beautiful thing to do, and it's just very unexpected. Please, any of you, do not feel like you have to get me anything. You really do not. But this was just a shock. I really didn't expect anyone to ever get me anything, really. So yeah, thank you for being my first ever happy mail, and for putting a smile on my face, and yeah, you just made my day. You really did. So I love this book. It's that, what it says, it's Creepy Chibis. Sonia had a good idea for April. She wanted to do, there was like a horror bunny page in here. Well, there's that one. And she wanted to do it for Easter, which was such a good idea, but I just could not find the time to squeeze it in. So sorry about that. Hopefully next year we can do that idea. Yeah, I'll show you one of my favorite pages. Oh, that one. I do like that one a lot. I love that one with the bag on her head. This gives me, if you know the game Little Nightmares, Little Nightmares 2 actually has the character Mono with the bag on his head. It reminds me of that, and Little Nightmares is one of my favorite horror games because I absolutely adore the art style and the, you know, the concept art and just the game in general. The sceneries are beautiful. Here's another bunny one. So yeah, this kind of gives me that vibes, with all the eyes too. I just love, you know, weird, creepy art. Like, I love this. So yeah, that is that book. Thank you again so much, Sonia. I really appreciate it. I really cannot thank you enough. I was just so happy to receive this. So shout out to Sonia over at Sonia's Mixed Media. So that's that book. Next is another couple Coco Wyo books. So I got the Simple Tattoo coloring book. This one popped up and I was like, oh my gosh, it's a newer book from her. I haven't seen this. You guys know I love tattoo art. This one, the cover just scream traditional tattoos, which I think pretty much the theme of this book is traditional style tattoos. There's a couple that's probably not, but yeah, and this one's really cool because it has like flash sheets, tattoo flash sheets. So if you go to a tattoo shop, and instead of, like, you know, telling them what you want and stuff, sometimes they have flash sheets like this, so you can pick out one, and they're all priced, and they have their flash days where they do flash tattoos. Beautiful pictures. That one There's a tiny bit of grayscale, kind of. A little bit of shading, which is cool. Here's another flash sheet of mushrooms. Love this page. So I think it's really cool how they did it, because it's kind of like what you'd see in a tattoo shop in a book, which is really cool. Yeah, and I really love how the traditional styled ones are colored. Oh, I love this one. This is probably one of my favorite pages in here. Love it. This is how I wish I could draw. Like, I could probably look at this for inspiration and draw it, but coming from my own head or looking at a reference image and trying to draw it like this is exactly how I would love to draw. Practice makes perfect though. I'm more into drawing anime styled stuff, but if I could, this is what I wish I could draw like. You know, imagine drawing things like that in your sketchbook and shading them and coloring your own images. So yeah, that's very traditional looking. So is that, so traditional is a style, like a tattoo style. It's one of the first original styles of tattooing, just what the tattoo art looked like. So yeah, very, very happy with this one. There's another tattoo one by her that's on my wish list, but I decided I did stop myself for once. I just got this one because I liked the images from what it showed on Amazon a lot more in this one. So yeah, I got that. Next, this one randomly popped up and caught my eye. It is called Horror Beauties by Coco Wyo. So there's another book of hers I really, really want. Coco Wyo's books, for me, in Australia, Amazon is usually, you know, $11, is the standard price usually. So like around that, sometimes, you know, $12 or $14, but this, not this one, another one that's new, I think it's called Horror Dreams or Creepy Dreams, something like that. I think, I can't remember, but I really want that one. The sample images look amazing, but for some reason that book is like $20, or maybe even $25, I can't remember. So I am gonna wait till the price drops on that, because I don't know why that one is more pricey than her other books. So I decided I'd get this one instead. The cover is awesome. This one isn't for everyone. I love my horror stuff, and the cover art is beautiful. Like, I love it. I would have this framed and like hung up in my room, because I just love art like this. Creepy when it catches your eye and it might make some people uneasy. I love it. So this one is what it says, Horror Beauties. So it has beautiful yet horrific women. That one reminds me of Melina from Mortal Kombat, which is a game. So this one, I was a little bit caught off guard. The line art isn't like thick, straight black lines. Like, see, it's kind of faint and faded, and it looks like it was painted with something, like it wasn't a fine liner, or I don't know. It kind of looks like if you guys have the Eerie books, how they were done with the toothpick. It kind of looks like that, but I don't think it was done with a toothpick because the lines are quite thick. Who knows, but I don't know. I feel like this artist did do something really cool with the line art. I don't know what they used. So yeah, this one, I would love to color in it, but it's mainly just for my collection. They're just fun to look at. I love that one. It's one of my favorites. The creepy clown. Sorry if any of you are scared of clowns, but I love that image as well. So yeah, that's this book. And now I have the very, very last book, everyone. So the final book I have here is 100 Tattoos Coloring Book for Adults, and this is by Dina Stone. So Yeah, Dina Stone. And this has been on my wish list for a little bit. It's a thick book because there's 100 images. Loved the sample images style. I love the thick outlines, and it is very tattoo-like. So yeah, love this book. Gorgeous. Love that one. See, I could have, you know, you don't have to get an Easter colouring book to do Easter images. They'll have a lot more in it, but, you know, I could easily do that for Easter. Oh, there was a dinosaur. That one's really cool. The lantern was very pretty. Lighthouse. Pizza. So yeah, that is this book and the final book I have to show you guys today. So that concludes my colouring book haul for October, March and April. Thank you guys for being patient. These videos will not be coming every single month because I am trying to not, you know, purchase this many every single month, but you guys can look forward to next month's colouring book haul because there will be one. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching this video and looking at all the new books I have received over the past few months. And yeah, there's a lot. As always, every book I get, I'm excited to colour in. But yeah, it's very hard to make the rounds and get to each book, but I am excited to eventually colour in all of these books. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Thank you so much for watching, and a big thank you again to Sonia. Yeah, thank you so much. And yeah, with that being said, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye everyone.